So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would be hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud. Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
What question are
Is
those?
there something else you're looking for? Like, what's behind all this?
Maybe. I don't know. First things first, right? I help you, march, arrow, kick. Then people stop being stupid, and everything starts to make sense again. Sound good to you?
Yeah, I wish.
Old touch
I
Lady
wish.
Herald?
This say something very
I
good.
think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Woof. See you, Herald. Herald. I have to do something about that. Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
I'll be back
Carry
if
on.
I need you.
Chasing mages, that's a Templar's job. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home. It's not everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind. Well, I agree. His heirloom. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something. Anyway, assassins are
Nice.
innit? No fun that lot.
Really?
They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Is Red Jenny real? Or
Dunno. Not if it works. And besides, numbers, yeah? An even spread is all it takes.
so
There's nothing to... Other than that, we probably best. Some are right answers. If I knew... Look, in the... Yeah, well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them. In a million little ways.
seems like
Don't need... I did... Probably not. Anyway, some free payday. And free blame rag. But whatever. You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
well,
It's all good.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
my agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
After the Divine's death, they're probably scrambling for allies.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave,
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but
Grey
they
Warden?
have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Who are the Grey Wardens?
Grey Wardens? I'm not familiar with them.
They're an ancient order that has existed to fight Darkspawn invasions since the First Blights thousands of years ago. They have faded since those glory days, but haven't disappeared entirely. Ordinarily, their order is neutral in political affairs, but they appear in strange places.
What? Tell me.
So you're telling me this because...
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity,
Ooh, that.
please seek him out. Perhaps you can put my mind
Yeah.
at ease.
Or
And if you can't?
Cadabra.
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
So we have Blackwall. We're gonna collect him. Hi, can you listen to my problems?
Can you tell me
What would you like to know?
how...
In the to that at the breach. Farmers have
Do you have...
the people have, more than that I cannot say.
Farewell.
Until
2 powers, yay.
What may I do for you?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We
Any...
none. Greetings.
What do the...
Despite our fame, we're...
Anything...
Who did you mean?
Commander...
The commander is an intelligent Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail. Oh, it's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only
I was...
she was... Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman. Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's a...
What do...
So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally. I suppose I should be... And he has the most fascinating stories. Oh, it's excellent, but a bit different from his past works.
I'd love to know...
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischiefs...
Let's speak...
Another...
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
To work?
Let's see what we have.
Let us begin.
Mm-hmm.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, your worship. That's a relief. The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Okay, deep stalker hide. Yeah, I see a dragon. Ah, boys! That's Iron Bull, my favorite character in this game.
Chargers! Stand down! Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks. Damn, it's true. Oh, the Chantry must love you. A Canary mercenary is the herald of Andraste. Who'd have thought?
Nicely done. I hear you're looking for work.
I am. Not before my drink, though. I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
I learned of the Ben Hasrath from my parents. They're the enforcers of the Kunari and the spies.
Yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're a Kunari spy?
What? So, better you hear it right up front from me. Enemy movements. Alone they're not.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
What would you send?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. The Canary want to know. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Krem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
So, Sarah, a few fights ago, there was this one guy. I had his leg wounded, his shield down.
Oh, him, yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, see, I had him. I was winding up with a killing blow and everything. You didn't need to take him.
I wanted to see if I could get him without hitting you.
What I'm saying is, please stop stealing my kills, Sarah.
That's not a thing. Get faster.
All right. You're not stealing, you're helping. You're helping. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's badass.
Wow, we can watch, yeah?
Save. Oh, fuck's sake. The fuck?
I'm falling back!
Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's no way we could survive that attack. Yeah, I don't think we are equipped with problems yet. We're too weak. Our weapons too weak, so... Nope, my computer died. Break away, break away, break away! We're gonna drink till we die. We're gonna drink away, drink away, drink. Hello?
No gaps. Remember
Hi.
how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall?
Okay.
Warden Blackwall?
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said that? That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come.
I talk. Oh. Hey ho. My sexy wall man. My tits is itching.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves.
I say move to that.
You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I'm here investigating Grey Wardens for the Inquisition. We're seeing if their disappearance has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten.
Yeah, that's true.
But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Can you move your ass to see what's going on here? I was accusing
I'm not here to
words.
accuse. Not yet. I just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Well, thank you, Warden Blackwall. But now where does this leave us?
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
Yes, John the
Warden Blackwall,
Inquisition.
the Inquisition accepts your offer.
I cannot
Good to
pronounce the
hear.
name.
We both need to know
Inquisition.
what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to
Like a
myself for
retard.
too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Loot, you said.
Damn thing! Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons.
What? Okay. No, it's demons. What is that shit? Just die and fuck off. Dead.
What was that? Demons and rubbish are bad enough. This? I don't even want to know.
Something wrong here.
Stay on your guard.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one?
No.
Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
No, we can talk with my cunt. I don't care.
Go. In the middle of the war.
Okay.
Don't be a fool, girl. We did not flee Redcliffe when the dead walked into our village. We will not flee now.
Hmm.
For the first time, the dead walked these lands. When a blood mage poisoned our leman, the ashes of Andrastia herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
Yeah, it was a warden, the hero, who helped you with that shit. Ah, kuk! That's unnecessary.
I don't want you talking to the rebels.
The Grey Warden Alistair grew up at Redcliffe. He used to play in the fields outside this, and now the boy who once begged me to make him toy salt. Tell me about the girls of the village.
Oh, this is Redcliffe? Okay.
But look at the sky and those stories about magic.
They're normal stories, dear. Rabbits.
people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
Are you running short of healing?
Yes. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more.
There are...
Of course. But if I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here.
The Inquisition welcomes anyone willing to help. Human, elf, or otherwise. If you help those refugees, we'll ensure that...
All right. I'll see you at the... May I help you?
Are you running...
It's too dangerous to go hunting. May I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking...
With this, I'm certain I can save more lives.
Are you running...
Yes. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for... A pleasure to see you again. Thank... A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs.
Thank you. Yes. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the...
Goodbye.
Thank you. A pleasure to see you again. With this, I'm certain I can save more lives.
Goodbye.
Thank you. A pleasure to see you again.
Goodbye.
Oh, sheep.
A pleasure to see you again.
Where am I? What am I doing? Stuck in a door, of course.
You want to do more to help? Let's join the Inquisition.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Well, that's very strange, because someone who looked exactly like you spoke to me in Val Royeaux.
Exactly like me? I suppose it could be magic at work, but why would anyone... Whoever or whatever brought you here? The situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Very well. Who is in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting
It's
you.
a gnome!
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens, as their protector, I shall oversee their work.
I'm not clear on...
When it could...
It was certainly very timely.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Left? An Arl would never voluntarily leave his seat.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your partners. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
Is it Ferelden we are? No, it's
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Wow, aren't we secretive?
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name. Linnea, don't ask what Circle Tower I'm from, because
you'd rather...
Don't tell. It's just because no one wants us to look at them and say their mages are free.
But
the Chantry says people don't like. In Tevinter, the mages police themselves. It works.
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais. Go back to your Templars. We don't need you.
Bum 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 bum. Food. Food me. Cheese. Love cheese. Cannot eat it. Lactose intolerant. Oh shit.
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in? Those like me without the strength of will necessary to... Rather, my magic is gone.
What? That's
along with my
stupid.
Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to...
How long have the...
Magister, he forced... Even the Arl was sent away.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. I am an alchemist. We must require potions. If the Magister will...
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's time. The Inquisition, back again. Perhaps I could be of use.
What does the Magister have
He does not. He says all tranquil must leave.
What?
Those now in Redcliffe prefer not.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to Holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch. Names live my whole life. If you're not summoning demons, A mage towers finally.
If you were happy in...
We're all rebels. The majority want... I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
You're not...
Something's not right. Magic or no. I'd rather count myself...
How did the...
1 minute. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
True. And the only mage does is Kunari too, so that's not a good thing.
What did I tell you?
Thank you. They say Andraste sent you to save the world. If it'll help save lives and bring peace, make a speedy, my child.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
Are you a chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and it is very busy work. Especially in these times.
I found the letter you...
What? You can't prove it. So, what do you intend to do?
What can I do for you?
I'd like to know more about...
I never thought. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's...
If you know, it keeps us alive, he leads... I've seen bands. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us...
How did...
I wasn't a soldier. A tribune in it, all killed. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how...
Yes. One of the guard had a big horned idiot. Didn't even...
Is it...
He hasn't tried to Bull's charges. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he...
Not the whole band. He figures most of... It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home.
We'll talk later.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away. Kalari learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
You sound like you want to head down there and give the troops some pointers.
Nah. I'm no good at command unless I know who my guys are sleeping with and what they like to drink. Inquisition's already too large for that. The charges are big enough for... Biggest problem for... You've got no leader. No Inquisitor.
Then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
Nobody else seems to be stepping forward, and since I can seal rifts, I'm here whether I like it or not. If it proved necessary to have an Inquisitor, I could make a go of it.
You sounded like real Kunari for a second there. Talvasha. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could. What can I do for you?
I'd like to know more about...
Ben Hath, you've got the... And then you've got the spies.
How do they...
I only keep a man. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. Well...
My parents told me stories about what the re-educators do.
Yes. The weak minds get bent into the right shape. They'd have given you a poison called Kamek. You'd have been a polite, happy laborer for the rest of your... And you'd have had a handler to help you eat and make sure you didn't crap your pants.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a... They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could that whole island. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels, lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Talvashah. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
You'd heard what the re-educators...
Yes, the Ben Hasrath. That's how I ended up here.
I'm glad you're here, Bull.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Nah, it was a long time ago. Thanks, though. What can I do for you?
So?
I picked... You know how. I figure your parents chose yours the same way.
But why specifically
This mesa... Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like how... It makes it sound like I'm not... That really works for me. See ya. What can I do for you?
There are few...
You're not Kanari. You're Talvashah. World of difference.
My parents raised me to be free. I'm grateful to them.
Fine. Their call. You didn't turn into a murdering bandit, so I guess we're fine. You want to know anything about the Kanari? Since we're talking about them.
The word Kunari, does it mean what we are, the race? Or is it anyone who follows the Kyun?
Depends on who you ask. Are you Kanari or Talvashah? The humans and elves who follow the Kyun are the Vidathari. The Kanari who break away from the Kyun are Talvashah, deserters.
What's your problem with Talvashah?
As Ben Hasrath, my job back home was keeping the peace, helping people live by the Kyun. Talvashah turned their back on all that, decided they'd rather live like savages. The Kyun is not perfect, but at least there's some sense to it.
I hadn't thought of it that way.
I got to see the results up close. They weren't pretty. Look, if you're worried I'm going to attack you, don't be. I had a lifetime of fighting Talvashah. You're not the kind I hate.
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's and the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside.
Does it...
Here, if you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath...
The word...
The Kunari who break away from the Kyun are Tal...
What about...
We can, but I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are. Yeah, that's true. Kunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Kunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
So, you've never really made love? Connected with someone in both body and soul?
I don't know. One time they used this thing called the Sato Nerapan. It's a leather-wrapped rod on a harness. That wasn't really my soul, though. Also, there were more than 2 people.
How is
Depends on your job. A baker in Val, they don't care about the Empire or the Cume. Mostly they were...
It can't be...
How many... The baker and were the kitchen work. Same crap in Val Royo. People are just...
What's it like?
The Tamasra, they also... When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
You never knew your...
No. I know for you folks, that's a big deal. The Tamasrans were... I remember the one who helped me build things with blocks.
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Kunari conquered Orlais? Or...
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But can you imagine Solus trying his fade dream? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated, drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
See you later.
See ya.
Interesting thoughts, though.
What can I do for you?
See you later.
See ya.
Talk about sex? Oh, there you are.
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
I survived. Nothing to crow about.
Nothing to crow about. Do people normally fall out of the sky where you come from? I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
That's not surprising. Humans are everywhere. It's expected.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
A few of them worship me and think I'm destined for greatness. I don't disagree.
I don't think I've ever met someone quite so proud of who they are. It's refreshing. Suppose being called Andraste's Herald must go to your head. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers. I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
You're oddly charming for a man I found wandering the forest.
I always thought myself more odd than They're hard to come by these days.
I also find...
And the praise keeps coming. So, is there something large and heavy you need moved?
I was just looking...
Well, I do it. I have to say, my lady, you're unlike any woman I've ever met. I'm flattered you'd spend any time with me. I enjoy
I'm big.
Let's...
the Wardens.
The Blight?
The rest of the world, sometimes. It's not always about just archdemons and blights. How's Inferel quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
You haven't...
It's what I'm... Besides, I've always been a loner.
So you have...
You found that and ordered. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn.
Let...
As you would. Inquisitor?
What do you
I expect you may have Andraste's favor, but wars are won by men, soldiers.
I don't need you to tell me what I already know.
You asked for my opinion. That was my opinion.
What do you
Looking at it, how many? Either way, I don't think the Chantry will...
What do you think?
Cullen, He's seen the bet. Still, I trust him to watch my back. I fear for Cassandra sometimes. The way she throws herself into battle. I've never known a warrior like her.
You must have...
I fear for Cassandra sometimes. The way she throws herself...
What do you...
But that's not... The lady? I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either. It's a war camp. It's the state of the wood. Pity about that temple. Would have...
We should...
The Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Theronfall Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
The Lord Seeker made it clear he isn't interested in anyone unimportant.
So we must change how he sees us, no?
If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais.
They'll come with us to Theronfall and demand the Templars' help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste.
Is it my good looks you need, or my winning smile?
Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars.
We've done our part to encourage them.
A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered, as will the power of the Inquisition.
If I have a growing reputation, we may as well use it.
If it moves the Templars to question the Lord Seeker's orders, he may rethink his stance.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker. We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
Good news. Several noble or legion houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Abernathy